All right, let's make some concrete vessels for some candles. So gather up all of your molds and then your tools. These are Modern Craft Lab. I get these red silicone bowls from Amazon, and then I get my cement all from Home Depot. And then I use distilled water in my mixture. And so I'm just gonna mix it up until it gets to a nice pourable consistency. And I just keep stirring it until all the lumps are gone. Don't forget to put on all of your PPE. As you can see, look at that puffing up. I have a respirator on, long sleeves, gloves, and long pants, and shoes that cover up my feet. And then I'm putting in a black concrete coloring and then a little bit of titanium dioxide to lighten that one. So I'm gonna try to make like just a industrial, commercial kind of looking swirl, maybe a little bit of veining, but anyway, I'm a soap maker, so I do the drop swirl in this concrete mix as well. And I am going to not stir it. I'm just going to pour it right into the molds just like that. So yeah, I love this, the way that it just pours nice and smoothly like that. Now, I do have a couple vessels from Modern Craft Lab that have the lines down the side. And they're really pretty when you demold them, but they're really kind of troublesome to get the cement concrete mixture down inside. So what I do is, first look at that. Look how pretty. I like that black and white. So in the next mold here, you're going to see it's going to try to come up the top, and that's the one with the lines down it. So I just take a butter knife and I push down the center, and it makes it really simple. Now when I'm pouring my lids, I always do 2 pours. First one I pour in halfway, I use my butter knife to get rid of any bubbles that sit underneath the lip, just to avoid any voids at the end. It still happens, but most of the time it does not. So then I give a good little tap and make all the air bubbles rise to the top. And we're gonna let that sit for 3 hours. And so 3 hours later, putting my PPE back on, and I'm just taking everything out of the mold. And I didn't show it on there, but I do sand off any sharp parts, and I definitely do that before the water bath. Because once you put it in the water, it's going to harden and you will not be able to ever sand off those hard. So these molds are super easy to demold, and yeah, those look nice. I like them. I like the way this turned out. Yeah, I think I'm going to be happy with these. So what I'm going to do is clean up my mess, and then I'm going to put them in a water bath. And I do a water bath for 24 to 48 hours. And I've worked with concrete for quite some time. So this is Cementol is a hydraulic cement mixture. It does need water to cure. A lot of other cement mixtures do not need water to cure. This one does. And this is the one I use, and it's the one that most makers use. So I do a water bath. My vessels are so solid afterwards. The heat from any of candles, as well as dropping it, putting plants in it, it really doesn't matter. 3, 4, 5 years from now, I can drop them and mine won't break. And I think it's all due to the water bath. But anyway, so I just make sure that I clean up my mess, because nobody likes to clean up messy concrete later. And yeah, these are going to turn out nice. So we'll come back and we'll seal them later, and then we'll put them into candles as well. So stay tuned for the next video, and we'll be able to have a look at what these turned into.